this is an artist that I don't know much about, but he's been asked for loads in the comments and has had a really, really interesting life. So I'm excited to give him a listen.
Here's one for all the ex-convicts in the house.
So he is an ex-convict.
The warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his doom.
His voice is so
I
smooth.
stood up to say goodbye like all the rest. And I heard him tell the warden, there's a song my mama sang.
Oh, the depth at the bottom.
Could I hear it once before you move along?
You know, I am a massive fan of mature voices. People often will be like, oh, people don't sound as good as they age, but ultimately I think that you can hear the life that a person has lived, and I think that we could do with redefining that as a culture. We often think, whether it's physical beauty or vocal beauty, that it doesn't count as much if it's older or if it's more mature. But there's so much beauty and so much wisdom to be found in these voices and in these faces. And anyway, I hope personally that I can find joy in my voice and in the crinkles of my face as I grow older. I think it's such an honor to be able to live each day. It's wonderful. And he's also lived a really interesting life, as I said. He was born during the Great Depression and their house burned down, so he was born in a car because his house burned down. And at 14 years old, he ran away to Texas and rode freight trains and hitchhiked to get to Texas. And he ended up living a bit of a life of crime and had a robbery attempt because he had no money, and ended up in prison. And he was inspired to turn his life around by two death row inmates that he met in prison, and he wrote a lot of songs about it as well. And you know, it was obviously quite a difficult time for him, but it inspired him incredibly.
Let him sing me back home.
That vibrato running through.
With the song I used to hear. Made my old memories
I love all these harmonies as well.
come alive. Take me away and turn back the years.
Can we go to Take Me Away with a little flick up at the end? Now, I think that there's something that happens a lot in Scottish folk music, and it happens in a lot of folk music, so I suspect it comes from that. A lot of country music has roots in Irish and Scottish music, so I think that maybe it does, and then it has come out a lot within this genre, these little flicks up at the end of notes.
Sing me back home before I die.
Also, apparently a lot of people said his voice has changed a lot throughout the years, so... It's so homely to me. Country music, something so homely about it. So from my research, I'm led to believe that this song was written as a tribute to his friend, one of the people that was executed for the murder of a state trooper after escaping from prison. And his friend, who he met in prison, asked him to play a final song before he was taken to the death chamber. And this was the song that he created from this. So it has a really meaningful feeling to him. And I think that comes across.
I recall last Sunday morning, a choir from off the streets came in to sing the few old gospel songs. And I heard him tell the singers, there's this song my mama sang. Could I hear it once before you move along?
It's really interesting how we prize different voice types and different genres. I was just thinking here how this voice, there's a lot of really rich baritone voices in country, and in more contemporary music we have prized a lot of high tenors because it's a little bit more unusual to be a tenor than to be able to hit those warmer low notes, but also it's kind of unusual to hit notes in such a warm way either as well. So it's just interesting how times change, and it's kind of fashion as well. We have fashion for different voice types, and we don't hear that many basses and stuff right now, although I think there is a bit of resurgence on things like TikTok, so I wonder if that's going to kind of seep into the mainstream anytime soon.
Let him sing me back home with a song I used to hear, and make my old memories come alive, and take me away and turn back the years and sing me back home before I die. Sing me back home or I die.
Well, thank you so much for pointing me to an artist that I wouldn't know otherwise, and I think it was an honour to hear someone's wise and really authentic voice. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.